In today's video, you're going to learn so many tips that include how to cut your toenails with toenail nippers and why I don't use toenail clippers, how to make the perfect shape, how much to cut off, and how to balance so you don't injure yourself. And did you know that the way you file your nails could be causing your nail polish to chip? So many great techniques to learn today, so stay tuned.
Yeah, it's like they see your car pull up for me, and they get me tea.
Yes.
See,
yes,
and they put on
that's
a
how
new
it
pot
is.
of decaf coffee for me. Yeah.
So which tools did you purchase online?
All of those,
Okay.
except for the drills. I don't do drills.
No, you don't need that.
No. And then I would need special training. Let's not get carried away here.
Yes. Okay, you can bend your knee.
All right.
Are you guys having a good summer?
Well, let's see. We got my husband. His foot is in good shape.
Right. Thank goodness.
Yes.
All right, so when you use your nippers,
Uh-huh.
you're only going to insert the blade halfway. So put it to the edge,
Uh-huh.
half, and then squeeze. And then you're going to scoot it and squeeze, scoot, squeeze, scoot, squeeze. So that's how you make the
Okay.
perfect little shape.
Scoot
If you
and
just
squeeze.
stick it in the center like this and
Yes.
squeeze, then sometimes it won't go all the way through and it'll bend the toenail and you don't want your polish to chip or crack. So halfway and then just scoot and
that's good to know.
squeeze all the way across. And then you want to just leave just a tiny bit of color where the free edge meets.
Oh, yeah.
That's, if you get it too close, that's when it's sensitive. So you don't want it to be sensitive.
And it was.
And then for balancing your nippers, see where I have my finger?
Yes.
You don't want to try to hold them like this.
Okay.
You need to come really up close on the neck with your
Okay.
thumb and your finger for balance. And then I also will put my hand on their body for balance. Because then you have complete control over where you're going.
Okay.
And this is probably for people to get the hang of, takes a couple of
Yes.
practices. But once they hear the secret
Exactly.
for balance, then they're like, oh yeah, this is really easy. But a fingernail clipper, people say, well, why don't you use clippers instead of nippers? I'm going to show you. Clippers are shaped
Yep.
concave this way. Nails are shaped in an arch this way.
Ah.
So once you put this on and then squeeze, it
Yeah.
completely flattens out the toenail.
Yeah.
It's no shape, And then once you start over here and squeeze, it puts like a little hook
Oh.
into the toenail, unless you get the ones that go straight across. And then they're just so big and fat
Bulky,
and bulky,
yeah.
like you can't get this underneath there. You're putting it at an angle, and once you put it at an angle up like this, then it's biting into the top of your toenail at the wrong angle. So they just are a nightmare. They don't make any sense. Then with the file, you always want to make sure to file perpendicular to the nail. Don't tilt the file forwards or backwards like
yeah.
this, because it will make your nail polish chip. So you want the nail at the layers of the toenail filed at the same angle. I realize I didn't do a very good job giving an explanation of why fingernails should be filed perpendicular, not filed with the nail file tipped up, and not filed with the nail file tipped under. And to explain why this can make your nail polish chip, I'm going to use a stack of papers after I show you that a fingernail And not all fingernails are the same thickness, but my thumbnail is about 1/2 of a millimeter. But my ring finger is 0.2 millimeters. My index finger, I think, is about 0.4 millimeters. So even though fingernails are not super thick, they have layers, 100 layers. And this stack of paper is going to represent the nail. So when the nail is filed perfectly perpendicular, nice and straight, you have the best strength to not chip the end of your fingernail or have your nail polish chip. But if the file is tipped down and files the free edge at a perpendicular, then your fingernail, all of the layers are going to be at an angle. And this top layer, if you hit it on anything, it is going to chip, peel, and the nail polish, especially if anybody is still capping the free edge, you should not cap the free edge of your fingernail, because once nail polish is on the free edge and it catches, it's just going to make your nail polish chip. So you want all of these layers of nail the same. Now, if you tip the nail file up, then your nails, the free edge is going to have an angle going this way. And the same thing is if you hit it on anything, your fingernail layers can get chipped. Especially if you bend your nail, then the structural strength of that nail is weakened by eliminating the layers being all together so it's nice and strong. I also have a video explaining it, and I'll link that in the description.
Well, I clipped my granddaughter's toenails, but you know what? She's got such little toenails, I didn't file them. Probably might have to practice that.
Allie might like to practice on her.
That's right. She's got bigger toenails than
Yeah.
Mimi.
Mimi's got teeny toenails.
I know. But her lips look good.
Yeah, and the edge of this file is very, very soft, so you're not gonna slice yourself on your skin.
Yeah.
And be sure to push forward and not downwards.
Okay.
Just relax your toes. And if you can't balance it on the free edge this way,
Yeah.
then put it on the tip of your toe.
Oh. Okay.
Like that. Sometimes people have callus skin on the tips of their toes that needs to come off anyway.
Yes, when my other sandals, I was getting a callus on it. Because
Yeah.
I was gripping them to make sure they stay down.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about that kind.
The flip-flops?
Well, I don't like anything between my
Oh, I
toes
know.
anyway, but
Down the liners that are soft and buttery.
oh yeah, those are nice.
But now they're too heavy. You know, they're just heavy. A little heavy.
So the cuticle pusher, you want to make sure that it's not too high up
Uh-huh.
and not too far down.
Ah.
And the little beveled edge of the pusher just scrapes off all of that skin. Don't dig into your nail plate because it will remove layers of your toenail. If that's happening, you're pushing too hard.
Okay.
You just want to let the cuticle remover do the work and use the edge of that tool
Okay.
to lightly pull off all that skin.
Oh, there's quite a bit.
I know, it never looks like there is
Yeah.
until you soften everything up.
Yeah. Yeah. see, this is the thing.
Yeah, this is just a clean, I mean, usually when you shorten them enough that there's not a lot of free edge to clean underneath, but sometimes you still get like fuzz and stuff stuck down.
Is that the
underneath.
sidewall cleaner?
Nope, this is the
Oh.
rasp. This
Oh,
just has
okay.
the serrated
Yeah.
edge.
It's that sidewall cleaner that I look at and I think,
No, so the sidewall cleaner has a little scoop edge
Yes.
on it. So you're gonna take the tool perpendicular to your skin and slide it straight down under and then tip it outwards just a little bit until it hooks underneath.
oh,
And once it's hooked underneath, you push up a tiny bit and then pull forward.
oh, wow.
Now when you get to the edge, you'll move the tool around
Yeah.
like this so you don't hurt yourself. And then you'll push up to pull out that buildup that's underneath there.
Wow. That was the one tool that I looked at and said, oh, that's gotta hurt.
No. No.
I just had the idea that you were in an old house, Victorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
And when I missed the turn, they said, go up half a mile to Bemis and turn left. I'm thinking, oh, that can't be right. There's nothing out here.
No, we've been in this little plaza for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow. Actually, for the people who come frequently, that's comforting to know it's in the same place all the time.
Mhm.
You know, I used to have a hairdresser that moved like every year. Like, oh my God, now where's she at?
I've had those before.
Yeah.
You follow somebody for enough
Yeah.
years and you're like, where are you moving to this time?
Yep. And every time they move, they raise the prices.
Mine is not.
Oh, see, mine did.
I'm waiting for it because
Yeah.
she hasn't raised her. Well, she's one of those people though that'll work till she's.
Drop dead.
Yeah, she
I
will.
know, I know.
She will. She's.
Just relax your foot so I can.
Yeah, it's hard to relax my foot, Lori, because I can't stand people touching my feet.
Oh.
I love having my toes done, but I don't like having my feet touched. Go figure. Yeah.
So I just need to, don't push it down. I'm going to
Okay.
lift it. I have to see the bottom of your foot.
Okay.
Today's most liked comment is from Jennifer Lehman. She says, wishing you and Mr. Meticulous a wonderful weekend, Lori. Stay safe, everyone, from Ontario, Canada. Jen. Thanks so much, Jen. I love seeing your comments every week, and I'm so glad that this one has so many likes. So you made it to the
Peggy
feature.
and I and our daughters are going to Iceland at the end of September. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Now that Peggy and I have passed whatever tests, you know, Susan and Krista have decided, you know, yeah, they'll go with us another time.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
all went to Ireland together.
Oh,
And it
okay.
worked out okay.
It worked out great. We all got along. Everything was good. So.
Yeah. So then we decided Iceland's next. And of course, last year, canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying again.
You can go back into the water.
Okay.
Well, I hope it all works out.
Oh, thank you. Come sideways.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
that's
so you
big
need
rain.
waterproof everything.
Yep, that's big rain.
Yeah.
And they say the 3 W's, don't they? Warm, waterproof, something else.
Windproof.
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 Yeah. So we'll see. But they all say layers, layers, layers.
Right.
You know, so that's
Yeah, but just, I mean, like, I don't want to take my hiking boots and wear them on the plane. Which means you gotta pack them.
yeah.
And
which
those
means
things are,
heavy.
they're
big.
heavy
They're big.
and clunky.
Yeah, but you put a lot of socks in them.
I'm gonna have to. You know, Chris,
Well, she bought them for a change because they were on sale.
so did I.
You are?
Yeah.
You could be her mother.
Yeah, I could do.
So, Lori, I'm so depressed you didn't have sparkly fingernail polish.
I just took my nail polish off.
Ah,
Yeah, I cracked this nail last night, and so I repaired it when I got to work this morning, and I just took my nail polish off.
Well, I'll have to come back just for that.
see your nail polish.
Yeah.
Well, and then aren't you, after you get back, where are you going in around Thanksgiving?
Panama Canal.
That'll be a nice trip.
Yeah, that'll be nice too. Yeah. Yeah, I forget all those things. Rosemary called me and she said, Kathy, have you filled out all those forms? And Princess? I said, what forms? Kathy, maybe you should look at that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what you get for planning so many trips in a year.
Wow.
It wasn't planned that way.
Exactly. They just worked out that way.
Because the ones from last year are being squeezed in at the same.
Yes, exactly.
Have the cruise lines started to cruise again?
They have, and they've started cruising. Well, like the Disney cruise took the people from Disney World.
Yeah.
We live from Fort Lauderdale for everything because Ron and Rosemary are also in Florida.
Oh.
So we go to see them,
Oh,
spend the night, and then drive down to Fort Lauderdale.
Gotcha.
It works out. Now this is, I'm thinking, should be the bad one. With lots of stuff in it.
Lots of stuff
Lots
in
of stuff. So we can have fun seeing what comes out. Yep, that's gonna take some getting used to, Laurie, doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Isn't it funny because you don't think your feet are
Bad.
no, well yeah, you don't think that
Until-
either, but you don't think they're like your feet are stressed or pushing in any direction, and you're like, yeah, they are.
Yep, yep.
No, there's not much under there.
Well, that's kind of disappointing, you know? I mean, I'm glad it's not fungal, but, you know. I loved it when you did the man whose fiance sent him to you.
Yes.
I love that toe. Oh, it was a great toe. You should have seen it.
His toes are beautiful now.
I'll bet they are. Lori had to cut it down so it was just a little nub on it because they were fungal. Yeah, but they didn't look real fungally. I didn't think they were just yellow.
Yeah, there's all different kinds of nail fungus. And each one of them produces a different look.
Yep.
Different texture, different color, different thickness.
hmm
Some make the toenail lift, some don't.
And that's why if you have a fungal toenail, you want to come to Lori first. Because if you go to Word for one is for the other, and they have massive foot problems. And, yeah. So with Lee, we've gone through amputations, but we started with charcoal foot where the foot slatted, you know. But I don't know what the problem is, you know. But the emergency doctor said, well, nothing's broken. Yeah, well then why is it flat and it looks like a football. Yeah. So that was bad. But then it turned out that on my husband, on his right foot, that was the good foot, he had an infection on a toe, so they said, okay, we're going to take off this toe. Okay, no problem. But they wrapped it up with an ace bandage. And he has diabetic skin, which is tissue thin. So that caused a wound on the side of his foot, which kept the toes still. It just traveled right across, infection.
Pressure.
Yeah, it was awful. So he had to have those amputated. It was like, oh, this is not good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And you know what? When it was the left foot that was the problem, it wasn't near as bad because he could still drive. But when it's the right foot, you can't drive for a while.
Mm.
And he probably did drive too soon anyway. That was scary. I could ride with you, Lee. No, Lee, slow down, honey.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you don't know. So I told him that I was going to learn how to do this with my foot. Then I was going to take care of his toenails.
Aw.
He said, well, thank God, I only have 5 left.
Right.
I said, he'll be fast. Yeah. But I just don't know. I think not only is he going to have to soak it, I'm going to have to use a lot of the stuff. What stuff am I talking about?
Cuticle remover.
Cuticle remover. Yeah, because they're really bad.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. They're bad. Yeah.
Okay, that can go back
Because doctors don't take their time.
They did. They do.
Yeah, well, because I live with them, they don't. Yeah. Yeah. So this morning, get up and take my shower. I'm so excited. I take off my nail polish and I'm scrubbing my feet, going in between, and I get out and I'm so excited and I'm drying my leg and I thought,
Whatever it is when at the dermatologist.
oh
the
yeah,
Cancer, like they look everywhere.
everywhere. And I'm thinking, so why did I do my hair if you're gonna go
Oh,
peeling
yeah,
through it to
yeah.
see if I have anything up there?
I did. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, because they had shaved all this.
Yeah.
It was right in the front.
Really?
But they found it.
That's why a lot of people don't like going to doctors because they always find things
They
wrong.
find things. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness they found it before it turned into something really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't real. He wasn't. I'm like, can't you just cut like a little bit of hair? I don't have that much hair, people. Yeah. But no, they just shave.
And could you take extra stitches and pull my eyebrows up?
Yeah, while you're up there, can you give me an eyebrow lift?
Yeah. You can tell Penny and I have been together for way too long.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, we started teaching. Well, I was in Novi already, and then you backed over.
Yeah.
From Kansas.
From Kansas.
Yeah.
Do you like Michigan better than Kansas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kansas wasn't bad though.
No.
I didn't mind it.
Did you have a lot of tornadoes where you were at? This
Yes.
Kansas?
I
Yeah.
own 2 houses in Kansas and both houses were hit by tornadoes.
Yeah, see, that would do me in. Did you have basements?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, the one time we had a 2-car garage, but we had 2 doors.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they were 2 different companies. So when the tornado hit, you have to go get them fixed by 2 different companies.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just a pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the last time, I remember being down the basement and thinking, there's not going to be a house up there when we open that door.
And
It
was
was-
there?
There was.
Yeah.
There was.
That's good.
But we had one of those big picnic tables, the plexiglass or whatever they
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
with, 8 chairs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it was like this, just
Oh.
curled, crunched
Yeah.
in the neighbor's yard. And the chair, it is kind of interesting because you meet your neighbors. That's one of my chairs over there in your
Excuse me, can I go
backyard.
get it?
Yeah. And everybody's looking for their stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. The wind, though, That was the one thing I hated about Kansas.
Was it?
The wind. Oh my God, wind constantly.
Well, I might have to come back just to have my calluses filed off because, you know, I don't have a lot of patience.
File 'em.
When I used to get that callus wearing my athletic shoes because I was a gym teacher, I'd wait until I got home and my feet were nice and hot and sweaty and I'd just clip it off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sometimes that didn't work real well. But other times it worked pretty well. You know, then I'd file it nice and smooth. I got
It was
this.
okay.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, who was it? When I was at backyard one day, they said, Kathy's a teacher? Yeah, that's where we met. We're both teachers. I'm like, really? I didn't know that.
Well, what do you think I did?
Okay, you can bend your knee.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'll take that foot on this side.
Right?
Yeah, I was just surprised.
I know people, they don't. What can I say? Now, when I went to Starbucks at the mall with Paula, and I said, Paula, I'm going to treat you to Starbucks. Well, of course, you know, I had tons of, you know, gift cards because students give that to you.
Right, students always give you gift. Yeah.
And the young lady, who was obviously in high school, she looked at me, she goes, ma'am, there's only a penny on there. I said, really? I said, well, that's a penny I don't have to pay. And Paula and I, we were just laughing our asses off because we thought we were very funny, right?
That's hilarious.
She looks at us and she goes, are you two teachers? Well, yeah.
I still have gift cards.
Do ya? Good for you.
Yeah.
Good
I
for you.
have gift cards to a coffee place that I never go. I have gift cards, Guernsey's ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't ever go out there.
Look, Penny, you should invite me and I'll go.
We'll use all your
Yeah.
gift
Yeah,
cards.
we'll
We
use
have
your
day
gift
dates.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do I have? I have Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Now, who'd you get that from?
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
Obviously, a very thankful mother.
Yes. Yes.
Peggy teaches reading.
Okay.
Yeah, the kids don't do well if they can't read.
No, they don't.
Well, this is not bad. I'm not jerking my foot. This is good. You're doing a great job. Because really, if I have my toenails done, it's like,
You're squirming in your
oh
chair.
my gosh,
Yeah.
it's awful. Oh, oh. And I would take my Eileen kid, I would take Eileen with me. And she'd just sit there. And man, they're filing and getting off those calluses. I'm thinking, oh no, she can take it. Oh,
Yeah,
you know?
a little too rough.
Oh my God, yes. But it didn't bother her at all. And I thought, I wasn't doing well. Yep. Oh well. Now, who else I watch on YouTube is I watch the toe doctor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's a nice man. But who I really like is the DC foot doctor. Have you ever seen him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he seems very kind. But you know what? He is a foot doctor. And he and the toe bro, they cut off that thing from the top, you know, to make it thinner.
Yeah,
I
at least
don't
the
like that.
DC foot doctor does a little bit more aesthetic stuff.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Yeah. It's because his sister sells him the shea butter.
Oh,
It's all in the family.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, and he massages their foot, and they do look nice afterwards. But I think, you know, when you put oil on your feet, and you take a picture of it, they're nice and shiny, you know, they all look good that way.
Oh yeah.
And Lori doesn't use a cheese grater. Have you ever been to the places where
Oh,
they use
yeah,
cheese graters?
well, those are outlawed, so don't go to
Oh,
those places
good.
anymore.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I think the only place they aren't outlawed is Texas.
Oh my goodness. That was bad. I mean, I hate grating cheese, thinking I gotta keep this away. I can't get my skin close to this cheese grater, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, they use this on my coat once. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's like those mandolins.
Yes.
And you have to have a guard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd always use the
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, don't like those mandolins either.
Those things are sharp.
Yeah. Really, it's surprising women actually have fingernails and fingers with some of the tools we use. You know?
Right.
See, and I don't take my time polishing either. I slap it on.
Oh.
You know?
Let it wash off in the shower. That's on their
kinda.
skin.
That's what I tell my granddaughter when I do her nails. Oh, don't worry, you're going to take a bath. It can come right off.
Well, one of the reasons why I invented my nail polish line is
Uh-huh.
because nail polish companies started switching to this brush, and this brush is ridiculous. Like
The
it's
brush you're using right now? You don't
yes,
like that?
no, it's the wrong shape. Like you can't get close to the cuticles.
Well,
because
then I might have to buy one of your
it's like
bottles of nail polish.
way too fat
Uh-huh.
for the toe. I wanted my narrow brushes again.
So, your nail polish, when you had the sparkly, the silver,
Mm-hmm.
is that the nail polish it is, or do you have to add something?
Oh, it depends on which one. I wear a lot of silvers, but I have a silver sparkly nail polish.
The ombre you had was really nice too.
Thanks.
Oh, that was, you should have seen the ombre. Yeah. It one color was here, you know
Yeah.
they do ombre?
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice. Well, let me see. I'd have to have long fingernails to start with.
Well, yeah, if you ever gone to one of those places that has well, you got one from your beautician, you know, a beauty book or whatever that
Oh,
has all
yeah.
the different, like, you know,
Designs
nail competitions
Yeah,
and
yeah,
where they have all
Yeah.
kinds of different things.
yeah. I'll have to check out the colors. Which is
And are you getting your feet done too?
Like my sister. Jane is horrible.
Is she?
You can tell her, you turn right, stay on this road for 15 miles.
Uh-huh.
She'll get lost.
I feel her pain. See, Lori, I know that Lee is at home, and when he saw me park the car, he said, "Oh, thank God she made it."
He loves to do that.
Yes, he
He
does.
loves to watch where people go.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I mean, one time I had to go pick up, I was at my hairdresser's, and I had to go pick up the girls from their school, which I didn't know how to get there. All right, but he planned out the route for me, and I did it, yada, yada. I had to go back to the hairdresser's, right? So I'm driving, and I made a wrong turn. And I figured that I made it out, but before I could pull the U-ey, he was calling me on the phone.
You
Kathy,
turned in the wrong place.
Kathy, turn around.
Yeah.
Yes, Lee, I know I did it. It's okay.
How did he know you were going the wrong way?
Because Life 360
Oh,
keeps tabs on you on your phone.
so you put that on your phone?
Yeah, I put it on my phone, and a lot of times it'll say, well, my husband needs it because he tracks me.
That's
That's
hilarious.
Yeah, that's his activity for
Yes,
the day.
exactly. Yeah,
The before and after
Figure out
photos
where
are
you're going.
coming right up.
it's funny. But then think about it. When you had little kids, if they said, I could put a tracker in my kids, I would have done. Kids, they can disappear on you.
Oh, hers can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
some
don't
kids.
move. She's trying to take pictures.
Oh, okay.
Just doing it after.
Okay. I would have done it.